Hi, I'm TJ Thielen with Source Allies, and welcome back to the series where we walk through all of the basic configuration of Codebeamer, where we take out-of-the-box Codebeamer and configure it for our own project. In this video, I'm going to show you how to configure reports. So first off, what is a report? Well, a report is a built-in functionality of Codebeamer that lets you pull all of the items that exist within any tracker and any project that you have permissions to view, and view it all in one spot. So moving into Codebeamer, let's see how we can do this. In Codebeamer, there's a Reports tab up here that if you select, you'll come up with a menu something like this. If it doesn't show up like this, you might already have a report selected, so you'll just want to click New Report up here, and you should see something like this. So let's get into this. We have a few different fields. We have Project and Tracker, and these are there to filter out which items you want to view. So I have it selected as any item that exists within any tracker inside of the public training project will be shown. So let's click Go. Here you can see that we have every item, whether it's a release, user story, test run, test case, everything is all going to be shown in this little menu. Now, what if that is too much, and what if you want to filter down by status, for example? Well, that's what this box here is for. You can add a filter and select status and say that you want it to be set to in progress, and what this is going to do is filter out everything that doesn't meet this criteria. So when I select Go, you can see that now only the items that are in progress are going to show up. Next up, we have Group By. What Group By does is it is going to, if we click status again, it'll show all of the same items as before, except with headings defining what their status is. So it's grouping them by their status. All right, next up we have Order By. What Order By does is it just changes the order that it'll show up in the document. So if we order by modified on/at and select Go, you can now see that the modified on/at column is the one that it's sorted by, so the oldest items are going to be at the top with the newest at the bottom. All right, so what if you did all of that and you still want to know, well, what if I have associations and references that aren't being shown? Well, that is what you can use a traceability report for. If you select this item, you get a whole bunch more options. First off, there's a couple different views. These will show the same thing except in slightly different formats. I'll just stick with the traceability tree view for now. And you can do the same filters on projects and trackers, along with filters on statuses set to in progress, for example, and a modified on/at, the order by, works the same as the simple report. So if we just clear all of this and select Go, now you can see that we have another column at the end that says Level 1. Now, Level 1 is there to show the references and associations with the first item shown. So this initial filter is going to be filtering for the first item. So that's where your filters and order bys are going to be, that's what those are going to be referencing. And then these will just tag on along to those, saying every item that has a reference or association will just file into this column. And we can deselect or select these. For example, if we don't want to show references and only show associations, we could unselect that out of Level 1, click Go, and now you can see the only item shown is the association at the bottom. Another cool feature, you can remove columns that you think are unnecessary, so I could just take everything out besides summary and status if I'd like to, and then I can click Go, and you can see it just has summary, status, and the next level. Finally, I'll show off the hierarchical table view. This is, again, the exact same thing, but shown slightly differently. For this, the associations and references will be shown within the item itself rather than as a separate column. All right, so finally, we have created our report. Now, how can we save this or run it on a schedule? To do that, we're going to want to click this Save New Traceability Report, and we're going to want to name it. So let's just name this traceability report and click save. Note that you can also select the permissions for who is allowed to read and write this. I'm just going to leave this as default and click save. All right, so now we have a couple different items at the top. We have view mode and we have jobs. View mode is just going to take you to a different screen that allows you to see this report, and the job is going to allow you to schedule a report to be ran, every week if you'd like it to, and then automatically just send that out to the people who you want it to. You also have an item up here that says export to Office, so if you'd like to view this in Excel or Word, you can do that as well. All right, so finally, we have our reports created, we have it saved. What if we want to view that in a wiki? To do that, we're going to want to go to the My Start to get to our wiki. All right, so I'm just going to create a new wiki here, name this My Wiki, and click Add. And now you can see that when I navigate to that wiki, there's an Add Widget option, and this is where you're going to actually add the report. So if we click Add on a chart, what we can do is we can select a data source. So if this wasn't selected, I could click this pencil icon and search for add this to a wiki report and click set. Now the reason I'm adding this one is because, as you can see, this widget only accepts grouped reports. This one is grouped by status, so it will show up on the report, and then we have different options for how we want to display this. So I'll just leave it as this, click save, and now you can see we have a report viewed on a dashboard. Awesome, so I think that covers everything that you can do with a report, how you'd want to configure it and set it up and add it to a dashboard. If you have any unanswered questions, please feel free to leave a comment. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, and thanks for watching.